Have you ever paused just for a moment and wondered if the universe is trying to communicate with you? Not in grand gestures, but in subtle whispers, through the flicker of a butterfly's wings, the random appearance of a song that tugs at your heartstrings, or the sudden sighting of a feather when you're at a crossroads in life. What if these fleeting moments are not mere coincidences, but signs, a language the universe uses to speak directly to you? In Signs, the secret language of the universe, Laura Lynne Jackson opens a doorway to a world where nothing is random. Every symbol, every subtle nudge, is part of a larger conversation, a dialogue between you and the universe. Imagine for a moment that the world around you is alive with meaning, constantly sending you messages, waiting for you to notice. Could it be possible that the universe, in its infinite complexity, is guiding you, comforting you, and reminding you of your deepest connections? Jackson, a renowned psychic medium, offers us more than just stories of otherworldly communication. She offers a profound shift in perspective. She teaches us that we are all part of a web of energy, that nothing and no one is ever truly lost. In her view, signs are the universe's way of keeping the threads of love and connection alive, even after death. The very essence of signs is this: love transcends, and the universe will always find a way to remind us of this eternal truth. But let's step back and really ponder this. What would your life look like if you believed that the universe was always speaking to you? How would you move through the world if you trusted that every sign, whether a repeating number or an unexpected bird at your window, was a loving nudge guiding you toward your higher self? This isn't about grand cosmic revelations. It's about the quiet moments of clarity and connection, the ones that tug at your soul and make you feel, just for a second, that you are part of something much greater. Take, for example, the story of a mother who, after losing her son, began to see feathers in the most unexpected places. At first, she brushed it off, but soon, these feathers seemed to appear during moments of deep sorrow when she most needed reassurance. One day, as she sat alone in the garden, grieving her loss, a feather drifted down and landed gently in her lap. In that moment, she knew it wasn't just a feather. It was a message from her son, a sign that their bond remained unbroken, that love had found a way to transcend death. Jackson offers many stories like this, intimate, personal, and deeply moving accounts of individuals who, in their moments of despair or doubt, found comfort in the signs that appeared around them. But here's the key takeaway. These signs are not reserved for a select few. The universe is speaking to all of us. We just have to be willing to listen. This idea may challenge the way we typically perceive the world. We live in a culture that values logic, reason, and evidence. Signs, however, don't operate on the level of the rational mind. They speak the language of the heart. Jackson writes, "Signs are the universe's way of showing us that love is the most powerful force in existence. It never dies and it never leaves us. This offers us a profound invitation to trust in the unseen, to believe that the universe is constantly finding ways to support and guide us. But how do we begin to recognize these signs? Jackson encourages us to start by cultivating a sense of awareness and openness. It's about being present enough to notice when something out of the ordinary catches your attention, a particular song on the radio, a sequence of numbers, or an animal that crosses your path in a moment of inner conflict. The universe is subtle. Its language is not loud or forceful. It whispers, it nudges. And it's up to us to slow down, quiet our minds, and pay attention. There's something deeply personal about the way the universe communicates with each of us. What resonates as a sign for one person might not mean anything to another. This is what makes the signs so powerful. They are uniquely tailored to your life, your emotions, your memories. It's as if the universe knows exactly what will catch your attention and stir something within you. This brings us to a deeper reflection. How often do we overlook these signs because we're too focused on the noise of everyday life? How often do we brush off that feeling in our gut, that sense of knowing, because it doesn't fit neatly into the logical framework we've been taught to rely on? Jackson's work invites us to trust in something bigger than ourselves, to embrace the mystery and wonder of life, and to listen to the voice of intuition that often knows more than the mind ever could. Consider the possibility that these signs are more than just random occurrences. They are part of a larger cosmic conversation, an invitation to co-create with the universe. When we start noticing signs, we begin to align ourselves with the flow of life. We stop fighting against the current and start trusting that we are being guided, supported, and loved in ways we may not yet understand. Jackson tells us that signs are not passive. They are dynamic. They call us to reflect, to engage, to ask deeper questions about who we are and where we are headed. When we notice a sign, we are invited to pause and ask, what is this trying to tell me? What am I being called to see or understand in this moment? It's in this act of inquiry that we deepen our relationship with the universe and with ourselves. One of the most beautiful aspects of Jackson's message is the idea that signs are acts of love. Whether it's a loved one who has passed, a spiritual guide, or the universe itself, the messages we receive are rooted in love. They remind us that we are not alone, even in our darkest moments. Love, Jackson suggests, is the force that binds everything together. It's the thread that connects us to each other, to the universe, and to the infinite. Think about that for a moment. What if every sign you've ever received was an expression of love? How might that change the way you view the world, your relationships, or even yourself? The universe, according to Jackson, is always finding ways to remind us of our connection to this love, to show us that we are seen, heard, and valued. As I reflect on this, I can't help but wonder, how much richer would our lives be if we open ourselves to the possibility that we are always being guided, that the signs we receive are not just random blips in the universe, but meaningful messages meant to lead us toward growth, healing, and transformation? In Signs, the secret language of the universe, Laura Lynne Jackson offers us a map, a way to navigate the unknown with trust and faith. She invites us to see the world not as a series of random events, but as a beautifully orchestrated journey filled with meaning and purpose. This book is not just a guide to recognizing signs. It's a call to live with more intention, more awareness, and more love. So, as you move through your day, start noticing the subtle messages around you. What is the universe trying to tell you? What signs are appearing in your life, waiting for you to pause, reflect, and listen? The answers may already be there, waiting for you to notice them. Thank you for joining me on this reflective exploration of signs, the secret language of the universe. If you found this discussion thought-provoking, please like, comment, and subscribe. And as always, keep books over mind.